Welcome back to Blockchain Mastery University. In this video, we're going to talk about chainlink. All right. So last week, I released a video that was titled Intro to DeFi for Developers. And I talked about the entire DeFi landscape, different key projects to recognize in the DeFi space. And I mentioned Chainlink in that video, okay? And we're going to go in depth on Chainlink today. I'm going to show you how to set it up and how to use it inside your own projects, all right? So what is Chainlink? Well, it is a decentralized Oracle service, all right? So what is an Oracle? That sounds very, ominous even, kind of mysterious. Like, what does that even mean? Basically, an Oracle is a way to get information outside of the blockchain onto the blockchain. So if you think about it, like, let's say, if, you can use Ethereum on blockchain. Like, essentially, I can open my MetaMask wallet and send you a transaction. I can just send you some Ethereum, and that happens on the blockchain. But the blockchain doesn't necessarily know what the current price of Ethereum is, right? Notice how much Ether I have. See my balance here. It says that I have 11.6 Ether. It's just test Ether on the test network. And if I send it 1 Ether to you, the blockchain will know that my account balance will go down, and I'll have 10.6 Ether, and you'll have 1 Ether. But it doesn't know how much Ether is worth in terms of US dollar. All right. So if I go to like coinmarketcap.com and pull that up, you can see Ether's about $157 right now. Okay. But how do you get this information onto the blockchain? Well, that's exactly what Chainlink does. It pulls real world data and puts it onto the blockchain with a decentralized Oracle service. So I'm going to show you how to set that up right now. All right. So I'll put this link down in the description below, but here's the Chainlink setup guide. We're going to walk through this. I'm going to show you how to create it in your own applications. All right. So essentially, just make sure you have MetaMask installed and connect to the Ropsten test network, because that's what we're going to use in this series, all right, or in this particular video. So once you have MetaMask set up, make sure that you get some test Ether, all right? So all the Ether on the Ropsten test network isn't worth anything, so you can get some for free, all right? You can click on this, go to the Ropsten Ether faucet. This is just an app where you can request some fake Ether. So I'll just copy my address here from MetaMask, all right? Click copy, and then paste it in, and say send me test Ether, okay? And you'll see the transaction hash. I'll wait for it to finish. All right, so I'll let this run in the background. The next thing that we're going to do is, let's see here, get some link tokens as well. All right, so we need some Ethereum to pay gas fees. That's what it's for, because anytime you make a transaction on the Ethereum blockchain, it costs money in terms of Ether. We also want to acquire some link tokens. So similarly, anytime that you issue a request with Chainlink, you need link tokens to pay for those fees as well, okay? So I'll show you how to request that. All right. So let's see here, our request finished. Yep. All right, so we got our Ether. Here's our transaction confirmation inside the Ropsten test network. Okay, we can see our account balance right up here. So now we want to request some Chainlink tokens, all right? So you can click acquire link tokens, and then click this link here. Ropsten.chain.link. This is the Ropsten faucet, so just copy your MetaMask address. I did this earlier, so I don't know if it will let me do it again, but I'll try. All right, send me 100 link tokens. All right, so it's requestful. Sorry, it was successful. You can see here. And wait for that to finish. Now that you have Chainlink and Chainlink tokens and Ether, you should be good to go. So next thing we're going to do is add the Chainlink tokens to our MetaMask wallet, so we can see our Ether balance here. We also want to be able to see our link balance. So here's the address for the Chainlink token on Ropsten test network. So we'll copy this, go to MetaMask, and click on this hamburger menu icon right here, all right? And then click add token. All right, I already have it in my wallet, but I'll show you how to do it. Go custom token, paste in the token address. So I've already done it, so it won't let me continue on with this. You just click next and then finish, and you should see your link tokens here, okay? So similarly, I can switch context to my link tokens and see them here, all right? So this just confirms that you have link in your wallet and that you also have Ether in your wallet. Both of these are necessary before continuing on with this video, okay? All right, so the next thing you want to do is create a smart contract that interacts with Chainlink, all right? So I'll show you how this works. Basically, how the Oracle service works is you have a smart contract here, all right? So smart contract, put this font up. Smart contract, okay? And this smart contract does something. Let's say it, executes a trade on an exchange, okay? And then that, needs to know the price of Ethereum in order to fulfill that trade, okay? So what it can do is this smart contract will talk to the Chainlink Oracle, right? Chainlink Oracle. And what it does is it requests Ether price. And these oracles is a decentralized Oracle network, so essentially Chainlink has a bunch of validators that talk to one another and achieve consensus on what the actual price is before they pass the price back. And essentially these they pull the price from a whitelisted set of sources, essentially, so they're APIs like Crypto Compare or something like that. You can specify the source that you want to pull the price in from. I'll show you how to do that later. But that's how it works. Basically, the Chainlink Oracle network gives you the Ether price back to your smart contract. And they have a special set of smart contracts that implement this interface. So essentially, you pull in the Chainlink smart contracts into your own custom smart contract, and it allows you to make these requests and get the Ethereum price. Okay? So I'll show you how to do that right now. Let's see here. So go to deploy your first smart contract, and there's a special link here that will open Remix with some code already inside of it. All right, so click on this, and this will open Remix IDE. Okay, click OK. Might give you a warning here. But if you go inside of this gist folder here, you can see a contract that's already pre-configured for you. Okay. So what this does is it wires up Chainlink into a custom smart contract. Okay. So really quickly, in case you're not familiar with Remix, essentially this is a browser-based IDE for creating Ethereum smart contracts. It allows you to write everything in your browser without having to install anything on your computer. It gives you a virtual blockchain inside of here that you can use. So this is a special contract called a testnet consumer. It's just a fake contract. Essentially, all it does is it gets the Ethereum price. And so it does that by pulling in the Chainlink smart contract from GitHub. These are special smart contracts that allow it to do its magic, all right? And then here's all the code that you need in order to request the Ethereum price. So essentially, you'll request the price like this, and then you'll read the price, all right? So it's a two-step process, which we'll observe in a minute. But here's the basic contract that you can model all your own code in order to do it, all right? So the next thing we need to do is actually send link tokens to the smart contract itself. So remember, I said that you need Ethereum to pay the gas fees on here, all right? Well, you also need link tokens to pay the fees for this smart contract whenever you request the Ethereum price here. So what you'll do is click compile. All right, click start compile, all right, and then click run, and then make sure you do injected Web3, and then make sure you have the Ropsten test network selected here with Ether in your wallet. Make sure you have a testnet consumer contract selected, click deploy. All right, you should see a MetaMask confirmation pop up, or maybe you see an icon here, all right, and then I'm going to edit and do fast. Click save, click confirm. All right, and then we'll wait for this to deploy the network. So what we're going to do is deploy the smart contract. All right, let's see, I think it's done. Yeah, it's done. So we deploy the smart contract, and what we're going to do is send link tokens to this smart contract because this is where the fees are paid. All right. So just like I can hold tokens in my own wallet, all right, smart contracts can also hold tokens. Okay. So in this case, this smart contract needs to hold link tokens in order to pay the fees for the Chainlink Oracle service. Okay. So we can send them to the smart contract. We just we would copy this value. This is the actually not the account. Let's do the smart contract address. Here it is, deployed contracts. Click this right here. This is the copy button, and then we'll that copies the address of the deployed smart contract on the network. And we go here, click the send button, and then paste in the recipient, which is that smart contract address we just pulled in. All right, and then instead of Ether, click this and click link. All right, these are link tokens. We're going to send like 20 link tokens to the smart contract. So click fast, all right, and then next, and then confirm, and wait for this to finish. See here, we can click on the transaction and monitor its status. All right. So just to recap what we're doing, we're sending Chainlink tokens to the test smart contract that we're writing inside of here in order to pay the fees. Because just like Ethereum requires gas fees, Chainlink also requires fees in order to use its service. All right. And so we're giving the smart contract tokens. It can hold them just like our wallet can. All right. And that's what we need to do. All right. It's done. So now we'll go back to Remix. So I can find it here. Got too many browser windows open. And we're going to request the Ethereum price. Right. So you can see all the functions that are exposed here. The red functions require gas, and the blue functions just read. So like it's a two-step process, right? We first have to request the price from the Chainlink service, and then we just read it from the smart contract. So basically, we make the request, it stores the information inside the smart contract, and then we can read it out. All right. So let's just take a quick tour of the functions. Here's the first function we have to call: request Ethereum price. We paste in the Oracle address and then a job ID. All right. This is how it works. It uses the Chainlink smart contract request. All right. This is just some magic that we can observe inside the Chainlink documentation in a minute that comes in from these contracts here. But it builds a request and it goes to cryptocompare.com. That's the data source that it uses to fetch the price. All right. And you can say US dollar. All right. And then it does the request, and it pays the Oracle one link token, all right? And then once we fulfill this request and it's done, then we can just read the price back with this, all right? So let's give it a try. Let's get these arguments. Request price, I can copy this. This is the Oracle and the job ID, all right? So let's go here. So request Ethereum price. Let's see here. Pull this down. So that's the Oracle, and this is the job ID. So click transact, and you see a MetaMask confirmation pop up. All right, and click confirm. Actually, I'm going to do edit. I'm going to do it fast. So I don't have to wait forever. And then we can see our transaction on the Robson Test Network. Again, remember, this is a two-step process. We have to first request the price, and this creates a transaction on the blockchain that pays the fees and actually gets the information and writes it back to the blockchain, right? So it's done. So it costs one link token to do it, which is specified here. And then now we can read that information back because it stores it to the smart contracts. Just click current price here to get the current price, and it was returned successfully from the request like that. All right. So there you go. We see 160.73. If I look at coin market cap, looks like it's. Let's give it a shot here. Let's refresh. Yeah, that's about 160. So there's going to be slight differences in price depending on the APIs and things like that that they use, but we specify which price there is, and that's how you do it. You can do a couple of ways. You could request multiple APIs and then average the price or something like that, or you could just tell your users like what API you use to get the price if you want something like that. Okay? All right, so that's how easy it is to get started with Chainlink, how to import in your smart contract. So let's look at some other things in the documentation. Let's see here. Here's the Solidity reference. All right. So basically, this shows you how to look at the helpers that are there. All right. So you can change the different Chainlink Oracle within the software developer kit. You can change the link token. You can just set it permanently inside your smart contract. Let's see here. You can do a specific Chainlink request, like that's what you see inside of here. All right. All right. And then you can do like send a Chainlink request, which you saw a second ago, like this. So build a request and then send it. Right. Just like this. Build request and then send it. And you can see like let's see here. Build Chainlink request. It shows you how to do it specifically. The job ID, the callback address, the callback function signature, things like that. All right. And then send request like this. All right. Here's all the information on how to get a deeper understanding of what's going on there. All right, there's all kinds of things that you can do with this. You can add other APIs, like say you want to build a sports betting app or something like that. You can add an API to get the current score of a game, or after it's over, you can settle the score of an actual game on the blockchain, and people can pay out rewards based on the wagers that they put on the game or something like that. Okay. You can also look at more information on the decentralized oracles. Like here's the testnet version and the mainnet version. All right, so this shows you how they work. There's different data inputs, right, through different decentralized oracles, and they all go together to the same chain. Okay. So that's how Chainlink gets some of its decentralized quality, is it relies on several different people to agree on what the response of an API request was before it gets included in the blockchain. So Chainlink works with the idea of validators. So like on a blockchain, like Ethereum, for example, we have miners in there, what keep the network secure. But other blockchains use validators, like in proof of stake, which Ethereum is going to move to pretty soon. And that's kind of how Chainlink works. It uses validators. They all validate the result of information that you're trying to request, and then they agree upon that information in a decentralized way, and they provide that to your application with this smart contract interface, right? And because it's decentralized like that, they're incentivized to run validating nodes because they get paid with the link tokens, just like miners do on the blockchain, or just like other validators do in proof of stake blockchains as well. Right? They're incentivized to run the network because they can make money to do it, and that's what makes the whole decentralized ecosystem work. All right, so that's an overview on how to get started with Chainlink in your own projects. I hope you like this video. I'm excited to see what you're going to build with Chainlink in your own projects. Maybe it's a cryptocurrency exchange, maybe it's a sports betting app or something like that. Maybe it's an insurance app where you can get the result of the weather in a certain area, like an earthquake happened or something like that. Right? So again, hope you like this video. If you have any more questions about Chainlink, feel free to reach out, and I'll talk to you next time. Thanks for watching.